Hello, my sunflowers. My name's Larissa, and I teach women how to unlock their English speaking skills. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you my English story from the moment I decided to start learning English until now. Are you ready? Let's go. My story with English started 10 years ago when I was 12 years old. I got an opportunity to study English for free. And then, of course, if I had the opportunity, I was going to take it for sure. I started learning English, but my course lasted only 3 months. And believe me, after these 3 months studying, I had no results. I didn't know anything, I didn't remember anything. And I thought, well, if I studied and I don't know anything, it means that I didn't study correctly. So I decided to study English on the internet until I was able to afford a course with my own money. And then I started studying as an autodidact. I started to study English by myself on the internet. And basically, what I did was to study on YouTube and Duolingo. Yes, I had Duolingo at that time, 10 years ago. And I studied every day through my mom's cell phone. Okay, I studied on YouTube and then I went to Duolingo to practice and study a little bit more. But as I told you, I was a kid, I was 12 years old, so I didn't rush. And a lot of times I stopped it during the process. I was studying, then I stopped it, then studying again, then stopping. And as you can see, if you don't do something consistently, you don't have consistent results. So I had like sometimes a result here, a result there, but not really something big. When I was around 16 years old, I was already able to speak, but I wasn't able to keep the consistency of the conversation for a very long time. And for me, fluency is when you are able to speak. You don't have to know all the vocabulary, all the sentences, all the verbal tenses, but you can speak, you can be clear with the language you have, with the resources you have. This is fluency, in my opinion. And I became a teacher in 2021 because I use it to post a lot of things on my social media in English. People saw it and people started asking me for English classes. Then I became an English teacher and I found a problem. A lot of people always came to me bringing the same questions, the same problems. Larissa, I understand English, but I cannot speak. I understand what I see, I understand the music, I understand the movies, I understand even you, but I can't speak the same way. And then I thought, well, this is where I'm going to focus. I need to solve this specific problem, help people speak. It was in the pandemic in 2020 when I finally reached my fluency. I was at home. I was already done of high school. I didn't have a job. And I was like, okay, what can I do? I'm going to work on my English because I'm here at my house. I can go out. I can go to a party. Everybody was locked in their houses. So I studied. And I studied English at that time consistently because I was playing some games. I met a group of people. It was a guy from United States, another guy from England, and a girl from Ireland. We became a group of 4 people when we spoke every day. We had conversations, yes, voice conversations every day during the pandemic for a lot of times, a long time. And that was when I thought, okay, now I'm fluent. Now I can speak clearly. Now I can express myself. Now I can keep consistency because I spoke English every day. And that was when I created the Sunflower Method, my method that allows you to unlock your English speaking skills in only 3 months. But the method didn't came out of nowhere. It was entirely created based on my story. I had a routine, study and practice. And that was how I learned English and learned how to speak English confidently because I had this practice routine. And that's exactly what I teach you in the Sunflower Method. By the way, if you want to know more about my method, the Sunflower Method, I already have a video here on YouTube. It's in Portuguese, but you can activate the captions if you want to understand in English. One of the steps of my method is the practice. I always tell my students to practice English every day. Join conversations, chat with people, but practice, because without practice, you cannot reach your fluency. But there was a problem every time that I asked my students join conversation groups and chat with people. The problem was that, especially the girls, whenever they went to groups to practice their English skills, they were harassed. They found men who bothered them, who annoyed them, who sent them messages, and who treated them in a poor way. And then I thought, no, cannot let my students experience that during their English learning process. I cannot tell them just go the groups, ignore the men. No, I cannot do that. I cannot do that. Really, I couldn't stay okay knowing that my students were having this type of problems. That's when I decided to teach only women. I decided to focus on teaching English to women specifically. And in August of this year, I created for you the first, the best, the biggest, the most beautiful community of women from all parts of the world who come together to practice English. The community, Girls Around the World, the first community of English for women from any country. If you are a woman and you want to practice your English with other women in a safe environment, you certainly must join the community Girls Around the World on Discord. Now that you know my English story and also you know my method and the community Girls Around the World, let me tell you what are my intentions with the community. Looking ahead, my vision is to create the number one community for women who speak English together. A space to be safe, a space to grow with other women, a space where you and I are going to learn about other cultures, other ways of living, where we are going to connect to the girls around the world. This is why I created the community. This is where we are going together. This is my English story. If you have questions about my story, if you have questions about the sunflower method, or even if you want to join the community Girls Around the World, please leave a comment below and I'm going to answer you, guiding you depending on what you comment. Okay, this is my English story, and here's what I have for you. If you really want to speak English with fluency, you have to practice. But don't practice out of nowhere, like randomly. No. Practice with women who are looking for the same goals that you are looking for. Thank you so much.